Welcome to Kigali, the beating heart of Rwanda, a nation reborn from the ashes of its darkest days. Today, Kigali stands tall, a city of innovation, resilience, and hope. Our journey here, as part of the Executive Study Tour with the Rome Business School, was not just about learning. It was about understanding the powerful story of a country that has transformed itself against all odds. On this remarkable day, we visited two very different, yet deeply connected places. First, the Kigali International Financial Centre, Rwanda's bold statement to the world that it is ready to compete on the global stage, a symbol of economic progress, ambition, and innovation. And then, the Kigali Genocide Memorial Centre, a solemn place of remembrance, a sanctuary of truth and reflection. It honors the lives lost during the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi and reminds us of humanity's most important lesson: never again. These two experiences tell one story, a story of courage, vision, and resilience. So, come with us as we relive this day of discovery and remembrance in the land of 1,000 hills. Part 1. The Kigali International Financial Centre. Our day began at one of Kigali's most prestigious landmarks, the Kigali International Financial Centre, often known simply as KIFC. Nestled in the heart of the city, its sleek, modern architecture reflects Rwanda's aspiration to become a leading financial hub, not just in Africa, but globally. From the moment we stepped inside, the sense of purpose was unmistakable. We were warmly welcomed by the KIFC team and ushered into a state-of-the-art conference room, where our learning session began. So, what exactly is the Kigali International Financial Centre? KIFC was officially launched in 2020, during a period when Rwanda was accelerating its transition from an agriculture-based economy to a knowledge-driven and service-based economy. Its mission is ambitious yet clear: to position Rwanda as a gateway for global investment into Africa. Now, why is this significant? Because Rwanda is creating an ecosystem where businesses, investors, and asset managers can thrive, supported by a strong regulatory framework, predictable governance, and investor-friendly policies. The team took us through KIFC's core pillars, and I'll share a few that stood out to us. First, ease of doing business. Rwanda ranks consistently among the top countries in Africa for business friendliness. Processes that take months elsewhere can be completed here in days, sometimes hours. Second, a robust legal and regulatory framework. KIFC operates under international standards, ensuring that investors enjoy the same confidence they would in other global financial centers like Dubai, Singapore, or London. Third, attractive incentives. From competitive tax policies to access to a growing network of double taxation treaties, Rwanda makes it worthwhile for global businesses to establish themselves here. We learned that KIFC is more than just a building or a concept. It is part of Rwanda's broader vision to transform the country into a financial and investment powerhouse, driving capital flows across Africa. During our Q&A session, we engaged the KIFC representatives with thought-provoking questions. We asked about fintech and digital innovation, and learned how Rwanda is fostering a strong technology ecosystem to support modern financial services. We asked about compliance and governance, and they assured us of Rwanda's commitment to international anti-money laundering standards and financial transparency. One key takeaway from this interaction was that KIFC is not trying to replicate what others have done. Instead, it is building a system uniquely suited to Rwanda's strengths: agility, trust, and progressive governance. Before leaving, we stepped outside to admire the breathtaking Kigali skyline, an urban landscape dotted with modern high-rises green spaces, and a sense of order that rivals some of the world's most advanced cities. Standing there, we understood something profound. This financial center is not just about economics. It is about rewriting Rwanda's story, from one of tragedy to one of triumph. Part 2. The Kigali Genocide Memorial Centre. From the financial hub, our journey took a deeply emotional turn. We traveled to the Kigali Genocide Memorial Centre, a sacred place that holds the memory of over 250,000 victims of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. The atmosphere here is heavy with silence, a silence that speaks louder than words. As we entered, we were received by the staff who gently guided us through what we were about to witness. The Kigali Genocide Memorial is more than a museum. It is a place of education, reflection, and healing. It is a stark reminder of the dangers of hatred, division, and propaganda, and a call to never allow history to repeat itself. The story begins with context. Before 1994, Rwanda was a land of great beauty, but beneath the surface lay years of ethnic tension, fueled by colonial policies and political manipulation. Over time, these divisions deepened, leading to one of the darkest chapters in human history. In just 100 days, more than 1 million people were killed. Families were destroyed. Entire communities wiped out. Inside the memorial, we walked through exhibits that documented the genocide in harrowing detail. Photographs of victims, children with bright smiles, parents, elders, innocent lives cut short by unimaginable violence. Personal belongings like clothes, shoes, and everyday items, objects that tell silent stories of lives interrupted. We heard testimonies of survivors, voices that shook with pain, but also with resilience. Stories of hiding, of loss, and of the incredible courage to forgive. The memorial is divided into sections. One part focuses on the history leading to the genocide. Another showcases the events of those 100 days, the systematic killings, the propaganda, the horror that unfolded across the nation. There is also a section dedicated to children, a heart-wrenching reminder of the youngest victims of hate. Their names, their favorite foods, their dreams, all displayed for the world to see. Outside, in the gardens, lies the burial site. Mass graves where over 250,000 victims rest. The peacefulness of the garden contrasts painfully with the violence that claimed these lives. Standing there, we reflected on the strength of the human spirit, how a nation so broken has chosen unity over division, reconciliation over revenge, hope over despair. The Kigali Genocide Memorial Centre is not only about remembering the past, it is about shaping the future. It educates new generations about tolerance, peace, and humanity. It calls on all of us, leaders, citizens, and global citizens, to take responsibility for ensuring that such atrocities never happen again. As we left the memorial, our hearts were heavy, but our spirits were inspired. Rwanda's story is not just one of pain, it is one of incredible resilience. Today, this country stands as a beacon of unity, forgiveness, and progress. As our day in Kigali came to a close, we carried with us two powerful lessons. From the Kigali International Financial Centre, we learned about vision, ambition, and innovation, the courage to build. And from the Genocide Memorial Centre, we learned about humanity, reconciliation, and healing, the courage to remember. Together, these two places tell the story of Rwanda, a story of a nation that refuses to be defined by tragedy, but by its determination to create a future of peace, prosperity, and possibility. For us, this was more than a study tour. It was a journey into the soul of a country, a journey that challenged our minds and touched our hearts, a journey that reminded us of our responsibility, not just as business leaders, but as human beings, to build societies rooted in justice, dignity, and hope. Thank you for joining us on this experience through Kigali, Rwanda, the land of 1,000 hills and 1,000 lessons for the world.